Sports Podcast here in Oakland.
Let's see that pitch.
Three-game series. Mets won the opener Friday. They took the second game yesterday.
Perfect stretch.
Max Scherzer pitching. JP moving up in the back from the Yankee prospect. We hope for a good match win and get into this road trip. Thank you and see you on the next podcast. All right, this is John from the J&B Sports Podcast. We have a very special guest tonight.
What's going on, guys? You've heard the name, now you've seen the face. That's right.
It's Kevin Miller.
Let's enjoy the J&B podcast today, boys and girls.
All right, welcome to Week 13 Football Friday Podcast. Johnny Popcorn, Brandon Schwartz from the J&B Sports Podcast. As we get rolling here, Week 13, and we're almost at the new year already, and this football season has been pretty competitive, pretty fun to watch. All right, let's get rolling. Football picks, which have been sponsored.
Should be a fun week, Brandon.
Which have been sponsored by our good friends at Saravo Broadcasting. All right, let's start off with the 1 o'clock games. Giants Commanders from MetLife Stadium.
You know, the Commanders are actually your favorite in this game, Brandon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Even with Giants history against them, gotta go Giants.
All right, I'm going with Giants too. I think the Giants need – this is a must-win for the Giants. This game and the one in Washington are both must-win games for the Giants here.
Especially next week against the Eagles.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a tough game. But listen, the way the Giants have been playing this year, they could hopefully beat the Eagles at least once. Steelers Falcons.
Where was that game?
Atlanta.
I'm going to go with Falcons in that one.
Okay.
Slightly better.
I'm going to go with the Falcons too. Packers-Bears in Chicago.
The decision on this really is determined the field is playing.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like he is, but I'm going to go with the Packers in that one.
All right, I'm going to go with the I'd like to see the Bears win. I'm going to go with the Bears.
Right now, he's actually scheduled to play Fields.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Jaguars, Lions in Detroit.
That's probably the worst game of the weekend, don't you think?
Yeah.
There is even a favor in that game. Considering they've been hot, I'm going to go with the Lions.
I'm going to go with the Jaguars because I like Trevor Lawrence. I think he's doing better despite the record. I think he's having a somewhat of an all right season. So
the Lions actually had 0 for that game.
Yeah. Jets Vikings in Minnesota.
Fun fact: I almost planned to go to this game.
Mm.
Let's go Minnesota. They're at home. I don't think the Jets have too much of a chance, but it will be a close, competitive game.
I'm going with the Jets. I think they can pull this one out. I really do. It's going to be close, but I think the Jets could pull this one off for some reason. So with that defense, I think they could pull this one off.
Who knows?
Titans Eagles in Philly.
After what I saw last Sunday night, I think I have to go to Eagles in this one.
Yeah, I'll go with the Eagles too.
They looked very good against the Packers Sunday.
Uh-huh. Broncos Ravens in Baltimore.
Rematch is a very good divisional round game, 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Gotta go Ravens. The Broncos are still a mess.
I agree. I'm going to go with the Ravens too. I think the Broncos, let's be honest, have just had a terrible, well, not terrible, but not the season that people expected them to have. Browns, Texans in Houston.
That's Watson's debut.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say he's going to come out hungry and the Browns pull out the win against the lifeless Texans.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go with the Browns too. Seahawks Rams in LA.
I'm gonna go Seahawks. I trust Gino over this Bryce Perkins.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm going with the Seahawks too.
Who in the world is Bryce Perkins?
Yeah. Here's a good one. Dolphins 49ers in San Francisco.
That really is a good one. I think I saw that on the other day on Get Up
Yeah.
game preview. Considering that the Dolphins have not lost a game that Tua has started and finished, gotta go Miami, even though it's in San Francisco.
I'm going to go with the 49ers on this one. I think the 49ers are really – and they're at home, so I feel like they could pull this one off. Chiefs Bengals in Cincinnati.
Considering that the Bengals have struggled this year. Rematch that epic AFC Championship game last year.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta go with Patty Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Yep. I'm going to go with the Chiefs too.
Your boy Pacheco's been doing good for the Chiefs, it looks
Yeah.
like.
Isaiah Pacheco has looked very good with the Chiefs. Good for him. Good for him.
Yep.
Chargers Raiders in Vegas.
Surprisingly, the Raiders are actually the favorite in this game, -1.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to actually go with the Raiders. Coming off that upset last week over the Seahawks.
Yeah. I have to go with the Chargers on this one. I just think they're the better team right now. But we'll see what happens.
Yep.
Colts Cowboys Sunday night.
Hate to say it, but gotta go with the boys in this one.
I'm going to go with the Colts. I think the Colts are going to surprise everybody. If they can pull this one off. The line
Saturday looks good so far.
I think the Colts have been playing a little better. So I feel like Dallas is going to have a tough one against the Colts. So I feel like the Colts are going to – I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. Because the line is like -10.5, I think, of what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, -10.5.
So I think it's gonna be like a 30-27 win for the Colts. That'd be pretty good.
Predicted that. That was almost the first half score of the Packers-Eagles game last week.
Yeah.
It was 27-20 in that game at halftime.
Yep. All right, Monday night game down in Tampa, Saints Buccaneers.
I think the Saints pulled this one out. The Bucs have had trouble with them in recent years, even with Brady.
Yeah, I'm going with the Saints too. I'm not gonna lie, I got enough of the Buccaneers saga already. I mean, we first hear about Brady retiring, so you know what? I had enough of it. I'm ready to see some other teams be really good, so I'm going with the Saints to win this one.
Mm-hmm.
I like to see the Saints beat Tom Brady and the Buccaneers.
Speaking of Brady, did you hear the news?
No.
That there's a chance he signs back with New England this offseason.
Ah, I could see that. I could see that.
And they trade Mac Jones.
Yep. All right, Thursday night, December 8th, Raiders-Rams in LA.
Coming off what they did last year, that's a terrible matchup for a Thursday night game, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Gotta go to Raiders again here. Rams are struggling, and again, Bryce Perkins, he has not been that good in the limited time.
Uh-huh. I'm going to go with the Raiders too. I'm going to go with the Raiders too on this one. All right, so those were our picks. Now we're going to do our locks. John, who's your lock for the week?
Let's see. I'm going to go Miami.
All right, that's a good one. Miami's your lock. All right, my lock, I'm going to have to say, this is a tough one. I have to go with the Eagles. They're home. It's a 1:00 game. They're playing the Titans. I mean, I think they'll beat the Titans. So I'm going to go with the Eagles.
That's going to be a good running battle.
It is. Yep. All right, John. Well, those were our picks, which have been sponsored by our good friends at Saraba Broadcasting. Thank you for tuning into the JV Podcast Week 13 Football Friday Podcast. We'll be back next week for Week 14 Football Friday Podcast, and maybe we'll do a little something, with baseball off season and
winter meetings this week.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a little NBA We'll do a little NBA talk and maybe some NHL stuff. We'll decide. We'll figure it out as we go on here. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about the
World Cup.
Devils hot streak, which I think they lost last night, right?
Yep, in overtime.
In overtime, 4-3. So maybe we'll talk a little hockey, a little basketball and baseball next week.
Maybe a little soccer.
Yeah, maybe we're gonna start. Maybe we'll do a show where we get like emails and stuff. We'll get back to doing the emails and stuff. We'll take the emails from the audience.
Mhm.
We'll answer them on the.
Don't forget to send me the pics.
Yes. All right, John. Thank you for joining the show. Good to see you, buddy. And we'll see you
Thank
next week for the week 14 Football Friday podcast.
All right.
All right. Have a good day, everybody.